should be coming up now. All right, cool. I think we got sound, but we'll check as always on YouTube itself. Mm. Uh, check, check, check. Checking sound. Making sure we're good. And we're good. We're golden. Let's make our post on Tickety Talk. Oh, that's such a badass video. Hey, check out my TikTok, Tree Star Systems. I make pretty decent videos. I think. Um, what's it called? I have this one video. My camera is messed up on my phone. I already got it priced out to fix and everything like that. Just kind of make the decision: do I want OEM parts or do I want non-OEM parts? And I'm like, I might just get the non-OEM parts so I can get it done fast, as opposed to like waiting for another check or something. But my camera shakes because of it, and then I matched it up and synced it with the song. Shit was dope. It's like it's not a bug; it's a feature. All right, so we don't have much time tonight. We've already done some other stuff. Uh, the welding cart or the welding wire feeder cart is complete. Got some more stuff in today, but essentially chopped off the two wheels in the back last stream, and then welded one of them so it doesn't move. This one I haven't. I'll get back to welding that. But then put this wheel in the middle. Still can have access to the braking mechanism. Rolls around fine. We're good on this. And you could check a quick video I made again on TikTok. But what we're here for is and then I made and added again another video on TikTok. I added another outlet on another 50 amp outlet, daisy chained off the original one, just so I can have both of my my welder power supply as well as my plasma cutter connected at the same time. Not to use them exactly at the same time, but at least have them connected at the same time. All right, had to get that done, plus some other stuff around the house with work and stuff like that. So pretty productive day, and we're not going to be spending too much time here tonight, I think, doing all of this. I guess famous last words. Let's get this done. So today in the lab, I hope you got your pen and your pad. We have the Parcil Safety. We have the Parcil Safety welding helmet, or three combination welding helmet, grinding mask, and gas mask. So far, I actually really love this helmet. The biggest thing for me is that it fits my head. It's adjustable. It has 6-point harness. I went over this in the last stream, but this stream will be dedicated just to this and working on it. That's why it's going to be a bit of a shorter stream. I don't want to make a video where I'm editing and doing. I'm not into that. I'm not that guy. I don't have the freaking time or patience for it. So screw it. We'll do it live. But I love, the this feel here where it's tight to your head, but not like uncomfortable. I can wear my glasses. My current old glasses, I can actually put my face or put this on my face and everything. Have a decent enough seal. Like it's not a proper seal because your glass is just gonna push, but have a decent enough seal to where it sticks to my face and it's not uncomfortable. And I'm breathing mostly through, getting air, most of my air through the filters. The biggest thing is like the noxious gas or the gases make me nauseous, I should say. Um, when doing welding, especially 6013 rods. Oh my God, those rods really just make me want to freaking puke. So that's something that this mask is definitely going to help with. It feels good in terms of articulation. The mask flipping up like this. It fits. It looks cool too. Like it fits on my face well. But then we have some issue like That is because, and I'm not sure if it's a design, but I am going to make a change. But I'm going to cut away or use the Dremel to cut away a piece of this so it doesn't hit the ridge here. So I don't want that to happen anymore. Ooh. Okay, I should move it forward and then move it like this. I feel like I'm being somewhat selfish with it. So, all right. So, uh, I want to make that change there. Also, this lens for me is just useless. Like it's just useless. It should have an auto dimming lens or something where you can actually put in an auto dimming lens, or at least say, hey, listen, we don't have an auto dimming lens, but we work with somebody else to have an adapter. Thankfully, there was a comment on the actual post, or sorry, on the actual what do you call this thing? Amazon, um, yeah, the Amazon item page. This mask, 220 bucks. Think it's worth it for all that it does, and having it in a complete uh, compact package. I do feel that it is pricey, but I think my Miller, oh man, I think my Miller helmet was probably about the same price. I can't remember. It's been a while, but I did spend some good money on this. If it ain't 120, 130, it was two something, but I think it was two something, and it's an auto dimming lens. Your basic Miller helmet, nothing special to write home about, auto dimming and everything else like that. This is a good helmet for grinding. It has a grind mode as well, where you can switch it down, but the headgear freaking sucked. So got a new headgear for it. This one still needs to be adjusted a little bit. Just haven't, wanted to do that. It's a lot more comfortable on my head with a $20 headgear or new headgear on it. This has the square holes, so when you're getting a headgear, look for one that says has a square holes because it does have the square mounting holes. Um, and then so it has the weld mode, cut mode, and grind mode. And then you can change the sensitivity up to shade 13. So it has from shade 8, it looks like. Yeah, shade 8 or 5. Yeah, so shade 8 to 13, and then in cut mode, it has shade 5 to 8. Ample coverage for, or decent coverage, or like enough coverage for, if you're doing like bright TIG welding, because I heard that shade or having that higher shade is needed for that initial arc, especially when you're TIG welding. So this helmet has worked well for me as my starter, and I'm gonna keep it, especially having if anyone else is ever want to join or anything like that, or my nephew comes over or something like that, and we're doing any welding. I have a helmet for them so they can actually look at it. And I did the same headgear, but the round mounting holes on the the face shield, right? So what you're seeing, though, I mean, I've talked about this stuff before. This again needs some adjustment, especially with flipping it up. And this is just very loose on the side, so I'm not sure if I installed it right. So I have to go through that. But got the headgear. Paid another $20. Got the headgear for this to make this more comfortable. But what you're seeing is like, hey, listen, those are two things. Then there's like a whole thing here, you know. But like this is what I'm like trying to get past is welding helmet that I have to put on, right? Now I can use this for welding and grinding. I just have to switch it, and it's hard. This is on your head. You would have to take it off, switch it to whatever mode, or just know what you're doing. Say, okay, I press this button, and then it switches from weld mode to cut to grind, right? And it just actually dims the lens here as well. So it's like you'll kind of notice it, right? But you have to like do that and deal with it. Um, Convenience wise, that's a no. Going to a grinding mask. Okay, cool. This grinding mask is great. This welding mask is great. But then I would have to fit my respirator underneath it because of the gases, because of the metallic dust and stuff. I remember one time I cleaned out this garage after I used a surface contour tool or surface contouring tool. Yeah, surface contouring tool. Um, I had to use that and to clean off the paint and rust and stuff like that on the trailer. And I mean, my head was killing me the next day. Like I think I had to call out for work that day. It was really bad. And you know, it lasted. It got worse as it went on. I could barely sleep that night, and I called out the next day. Right. So there's that. So it's important that you have stuff like this because it's going to get into your lungs and get into your bloodstream. You're going to have to take a pill, so on and so forth. All right, cool. This mask, you know, I got the gas mask, all right? This is welding, so this solves the welding shield and the gas, you know, the fumes and everything like that. Also has a better harness. This right here has what, 2, 4, 5 points of connectivity to your head, right? Or 5 points of adjustment to your head. Really nice. Looks cool, honestly. Really nice. Fits to your head. But then with the glasses, it was a problem. So then I got goggles, which I'm still waiting for to come in the mail. So I got the other two pairs of glasses because I had to upgrade my prescription because it was like a couple years old now, and my vision's gotten worse, sadly. But you know, fitting, I'd have to have the goggles on to fit the mask and everything else like that. So went ahead and did that, got the goggles ordered. But like all of this, in a sense, like even if I just take this out and this one out and just go to these two, I can combine that, like, you know, just like they do on the freaking all of this out of the way, and now you're using this. Yes, the Parcil Safety WF-100, 100. Okay, anyways, um, so you know all of this, a better liner in terms of what you see here. With this mask, again, this mask is still good. If I didn't have glasses on, this mask fits freaking great. It works well, and I could breathe through it, not fog up the lens or anything else like that. And then these things also come with like you can actually get like clear lenses to or a clear protective cover over it, and you can just strip it off, just so if there's like any metal parts, it doesn't scratch the actual lens because you really can't. Once it's all scratched, it's done. Um, so having that, man, and like having all of this, it's like all of these things. Honestly, this is the best of one, two, three, four worlds, three worlds, so to speak, or two worlds, however you want to say it. Respirator, welding, and grinding. So three worlds, right? But I don't have to have, you know, fit this underneath this mask because it's not really made for that. So on and so forth. I can protect my lungs, blah blah blah, and I can keep talking for long periods of time. Anyways, you get the point. Um, this system, I'll go into that a little bit here. Let me just put this stuff away. But this is kind of why I've been like super excited, super big deal. Like, hey, we want to get this thing in place and working. But this respirator has been working good for me. But you know, I think there's better filters and stuff out there. So, and then I have these newer filters, which I kind of want to see if I can get an adapter because these are screw-on filters. So I want to see if I can get an adapter to fit that. Okay. All right. So you know, this right here, one other flaw that, or one thing I didn't like, and it's not really a flaw. It's just me not being careful with these filters. They have these little clips. Again, I said this in this last stream. Ugh. These just little clips that are in there, right there and right there, and then you have to like push those in to release this. Otherwise, you're just gonna pull this thing off just like my other filters, I can pull off the cap almost like a resealable lid, which this is, but the mechanism to reseal it, you can easily break it. They're small tabs. They protrude out like little hooks like this and lock into place, and then you have to squeeze them to pull them out, right? And like you're gonna be just like me, and you're gonna break it. That is a design flaw to me personally. So I had to super glue this one back in. So once I'm done with these, I got to find some other bayonet style filters for this mask. And I have some. I have some from the other mask, but I want to see if I can get quote unquote better filters because these filter cartridges, um, I think are a little bit nicer. Uh, let's not break it twice. Or break two sides of it. And this is what I'm talking about. Like I gotta, like look what I gotta do just to open this. This right here, if they ever watch this video, like this is This is stupid. I'm probably gonna break this. I don't even know how you get that out. Like, all right, I gotta put it on the. I think if you like shift it down like this and angle it, you can do it without breaking it. I just broke it. I just broke one of the tabs. This is, and I know about it in terms of how to like that it's there and still break it. This is so stupid. This is a bad design for this filter. And the only reason I didn't take off the other one is because I already broke it. It's fuck it, man. This is not even. No, man. Like, there's things I'd take accountability. You see this? This is what I'm talking about. So you instantly break off these. Trying to zoom it. Yeah, you break off these tabs here, and you see how I already like messed those up here. Oh, wait, here and here. You can kind of see a little white on the top of it. But yeah, this is garbage. This is a garbage mechanism to adhere this. And honestly, I think it's because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to just replace these, the whole cartridge, throw this whole thing out. Problem is, I can't really find these. Like, it's not like, if I look here on here, I can't check these, which is a problem. So it's going to be one of, whether it's good or not, you're just going to throw it away, I guess. But I can't really check these to see if there's like, any life left in them or whatever. So it's kind of one of those maybe every 3 months, 6 months, depending on my usage, to throw them away. I'm not in here a long time, so I can say maybe dates that long. Other people will be like for my plasma cutter, it says it's recommended to replace the filter every week, and I've used that. I fired that thing out like maybe 3 times, mostly for testing. So yeah, I've already broken this. This is stupid. This is stupid. So yeah. So let's super glue this one together, and this is what I do with the other one. So I know this part works at least. All right, so you're seeing like a real like, hey, we're just getting into it and about this whole thing. Okay, with that being said, that's one thing that I think is a design flaw on these filters. I need to be able to easily check these, just like I can check my other bayonet style filters for this mask or for my other mask. And this is from my this painter's mask. These are like, you have this piece here, and then that has a filter, and then you have the pre-filter here. All right. This works well. This worked very well when I first got this house, and I had to rip out carpet, and I can actually put it on because it is the same. This is the bayonet style connector on it, so I can put that on. I think this side should gotta go like that. So I can switch that out. That's nice, right? And what I expect is open it like a lid. That comes off nice and easy. I can replace this, toss it, do whatever I need to for the pre-filter, and then eventually get rid of this whole main filter here. And the mask still lifts up fairly well. Like, it's not completely compatible with it in terms of clearance. I wouldn't do anything for this because you just push it down. One other preference thing is, maybe in the future, I'm not set up for it today in terms of having the material next to me, but maybe have a magnet or something like that. I would like something where if I pull this down, I see where it lifts up a tiny bit and I can see some light through here. I don't like that so much, but not a big deal because I'll be looking through the viewing lens here. But every bit of light that you can kind of like drown out or block out is going to be good or better for you in the long run. So I'll probably put some rare earth magnets here and here, and then I can have that latching and kind of staying a little bit closer. If not here, maybe on the side or something like that would be nice. We'll see if I can, like, in terms of clearance and everything, but I would have to glue that on to make that happen. Yeah, so then that's that, and we'll fix this really quick. So we're just gonna knock off a little bit of this plastic so it can clear it because it's going to wear down over time anyway. And I've already marked out the area with Sharpie. See if where we've gotten with this one here. Okay. Oh, freaking more spit than anything on this. Trying to smooth that out here in a little bit. Damn bug. Okay. All right, you're going to have to do a deeper cut on this. A little bit at a time, don't gotta do too much. And then we just make fine adjustments as we go along. Gonna have to file this down. Always get a good set of files. I got this years ago. I mean, so long that, you know, the other things in the package have rusted. But definitely helps me with welding, like having a file for using it on rods and stuff and prepping rods and surfaces. Another work week. I think I got some of my work done already. It helps. We'll see if I go any further with this. I don't want to cut too deep, but at the same time, it might be best. Like, I might have to cut out. Like, going down this way feels good or sounds good, but this way, that would require. Honestly, if they just move this plastic mount piece right here out, shit, a centimeter or something like that, couple centimeters, a very fine adjustment, it'll clear and have no problem whatsoever. Ugh, what should I do? Because the only other thing is switch this out and take out a chunk, cut a chunk of that out. And I want to make those adjustments, but I'm really thinking twice before doing that. Also, having like a tool like a Dremel definitely helps in just about anything you're doing, to be honest. A Dremel is kind of one of those, like, it's a really nice tool to have, period. Like, I bought these blades. Like, I do stuff, but it's just, you know, and I hold on to stuff. But I've had this Dremel for years, man. Maybe well over 10 years now. It's got to be over 10 years. So I gotta get this welding table up. I'm doing all these auxiliary things. Um, but with the welding table, have a vise, hold all this stuff together. Okay. These blades, I got, again, these blades, I've had this for years, man. I've never opened them. Wow, look at that. Got these probably from a Lowe's or Home Depot in South Florida. And I've been at this house for 5 years, so think about that. Oh, okay, so this already has a head to it. So I didn't even need to futz with the other one. Yeah, I didn't even need to deal with this one. This is for the old cutting head that I had. We'll keep that loose though. This is one of those, they don't even make these no more, like, type situations. Do you know what this is? They don't even make these no more. The Easy Lock cutting kit. I remember the day I bought this. I do not. Jesus. Okay. Alright, so it's best to mount it first. Always unplug your power tools when changing heads and attachments. Cool, man. Again, never used that. That's pretty cool. Move these tools out of view. We haven't even gotten to the other stuff that needs to get done. As I said, this is the last thing before I call it a day. All right. Oh yeah, safety. All right, so let's see. This probably fucks with the warranty, but I found that warranties are pretty much useless. I just, especially if you're going to like Harbor Freight buying tools, I'll just buy another. I'll buy the same tool, and I usually have multiples of tools nowadays. That could have hurt. How am I gonna get that? I hope it's metal. Oh great! I'm gonna have to put a freaking face shield on just to cut this thing. All right. So I thought I tightened it, but not enough. That's happened before. So the thing is with this head, it like it keeps spinning, so it doesn't lock in place per se. So it gets you kind of there, but not all the way. Like even now, like when I'm doing that, it just keeps spinning. See, like it's one thing I don't like about the Dremels. Dremel, just like any power tool, everything is freaking dangerous, right? But with the Dremels especially, can really hurt yourself. Okay. All right. Well, let's learn from our mistakes. We have protection, so let's put on our headgear. It's crazy working on the thing that's going to protect you. You hurt yourself. That would have been a tragic one. Good enough. All right. Almost done. Now, with this mask, you don't have to do this at all. You do not have to do this. This is for me because this shit is absolutely annoying to me. And I think it's something that should be done a part of the design and from the factory. Like, I shouldn't have to, I don't think I should have to do this, but I do want to do this. It's not going to affect the overall comfort or use, design, functionality of the mask by doing this. It's not going to improve anything. This is pure convenience. Some of the other stuff I pointed out is not. But this is something that's going to wear down over time anyway. So we're fixing it ahead of time. Mm. Cut a little bit into something I didn't want to. Almost there. One last piece. With what he said at the dinner table. I'll just tighten this up again. If it requires more adjustment, I'm gonna move on from this piece. But if it requires more adjustment, I'll do it as I go along. I've already used this mask. Cool. Sounds a lot better. Don't hear it as much. If anything, I do need to watch the. Notice this thing lifts up. All right. But that's good. If anything, I can grind that down with or sand that down, make it smoother. Overall, that works. It sounds a lot better. I'm worried about it rubbing out this piece of plastic at the top. It's still kind of close. Um, I'll do the finer work off camera. But that's better. We don't want perfect, we just want better. Okay, so now the next thing is the lens. It's the big thing. So if you want to search out the lens, what we have here is the Ridge Products, the King. That is a auto adjusting lens that goes up, I think, to shade 12. Ooh. Yeah, I think this goes up to shade 12 or 13. I forgot. but I see the ads on YouTube, so it got me. I bought it. And then the weld tube adapter. This is the big thing here. We got some other pieces for the controller cable or the remote cable for the 22A. That's off screen here. I got the control cable, or I got this is 16. This is SOOW 1613 or 16 3 gauge or 16 gauge 3 conductor uh, wire. It handles, I think, 600 volts electrical power cable wire. But you know, it has your white, black, and green for ground. And then I hooked it up to this end here, and then have some pigtails on the other side, so I can hook this up. This is 50 foot of the cable, and I'm going to use that. Um, I'm going to use that uh, to control, or for the wire feeder. Once I put it on the cart, then I can wheel it around and pretty much get anywhere in this hole, in this garage here, or pretty much any welding material here. These, a pair of them, 30 bucks. This cable, no, pair of them, 22 bucks. Cable, I think about 40 bucks. Actually, let's look that up. Okay, so orders. So our cable. Let's open that. All right, so these for the Miller wire feeder remote, um, uh, a 2 pack is $22. Let's call it 13, and then $40 for the cable. Got coupons, 50 foot. I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd do 100 feet on this or something like that, because it's really the power cable is going to be the other thing, the other limiting factor, because I'm already using 2-aught cable, so I have a 50 foot 2-aught cable. I was waiting for the part today, but it didn't come in. So if anything, I'll get that tomorrow, so I can actually complete the power cable. But it's going to be like 3 cables. The remote. Yeah, 3 cables if you do gas. So your gas hose, your remote cable, as well as your power cable for the feeder itself. You need all of those, or 2 out of 3 of those at least, to operate the wire feeder. So if you want to do like gasless flux wire or something like that, you can do that. But yeah, definitely wear a respirator for that, from the research I've done. So I say all that. Let's say it's 13 bucks, and then another 40 bucks here, so that's 53 bucks, 56, 57 bucks after tax. On eBay, I can get a 10-foot cable, and I have to pay $100. So think about that, right? If I go to eBay, ooh, that's a good picture. Um, this cable right here, 22A control cable, plug 3 conductor with butt connectors for Miller wire feeder. You know, good cable. You know, looks nice. Awesome. Great. Okay, cool. Buy one, $100. Okay, well, $100. How much am I getting for $100? Per this is 10 foot long. Just 10 foot long. I could build a 50-foot cable for a lot cheaper. So I can undercut this guy, essentially make a couple of these cables and undercut and sell these for a lot cheaper. So you know, you can do it. You know, it's a product that's ready, available, and you don't have to futz around with anything. But they give you the wiring diagram here. Plus, I already have 2 working cables that are shorter. Yeah, I don't. They're probably selling it at this price because, one, a person that doesn't know any better, quote unquote, and two, maybe they're like a reputable dealer in terms of, you know, knowledge and all this other stuff. Miller signified or whatever, or Miller certified repair, blah blah blah. But honestly, it's not. I don't think this is gonna be hard to do. If anything, I think the hardest thing is just doing the pin connectors on this piece here. But you could see this has all the pins, and most of the cables, they only come, like, if they come like originally from Miller, they're only going to come with 3 pins. They're not going to come with all of them filled in. So they bought the same connector as I did, and I could just go there and sell this for like, I mean, they probably paid the same amount, a lot less in terms of cables and cable and such. Um, and yeah, they're making good money off of that for whoever does buy it. Probably it doesn't even get bought often. Anything what you're paying for is just them holding it for you for a long period of time. So yeah, there's savings you can do when it comes to this type of stuff, as always. But that's for later. Well, maybe I can do that part tonight. Yeah. Oh no, I'll still wait for the crimper. That's fine. I'll still wait for the crimper and get that done. Okay, so all right. Let's see if we need pliers. This can go in the trash. All right. So we have the well tube thing here. As I said, I got the idea from the not the comment section, but one of the reviews. Plain as day. I just pretty much got everything that this guy got. All right, enough waffling. Let's get to it. This is the last thing that has to get done on this. And I'm taking forever. Okay, so I do try to be detailed in my explanation, but even me, I'm like, hey, listen, let's just do this. So these are usually for your scoop helmets. We'll read through this. Oh, that's Spanish. We'll read through this here. So you get a scuff up, have everything out, scuff up the surface area, put in the clear lens, and then put in your auto dimming lens. All right, it does have a video, so let's bring that up. Let's go to YouTube. There's a QR code for it, but let's do our picture in picture. Okay, let's see if I can turn my speakers on. Doesn't look like it has any audio to it. Desk cam and okay. Screen share. All right, cool. Got it there, and we could make it take up the whole screen. Or yeah. Oh, before we do this, let's remove the old lens. All right, so old lens is held by this little retention clip here, and you can always just get another lens or whatever, but pop that sucker out, and that's your lens. Easy peasy. I do have to get some Ziploc bags in here so I can hold this stuff and protect it. Wait, it's never supposed to fit in there. All right. Oh, this says shade 10, but we'll put that to the side. We'll do a dry fit, so to speak. I don't need, I think, a clear lens or anything because I have this here. So I don't I think this has one that comes with it. No, it doesn't. Oh, we'll use this bag. All right, so then with this, orient it this way. Okay, so that's kind of it right there. But I think we're gonna glue this on, and then we have these retention clips there. Okay, so in addition to the flip front adapter, this is what you're going to need. A piece of sandpaper already included with the adapter, the original fiber metal pipeliner hardware with a welding lens, fixed or automatic, three clear lenses, or three clear lenses. Huh? Three clear lenses? I don't have three clear lenses. Let's see what it has in here. So this is the King by Ridge Products. It has a gold tint to it. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. I guess it has. Okay, so this is. Please remove before using. Okay, so this is the one of the clear lenses here. So that's nice. I forgot. I think this is probably about $50 for this, and then the weld tube adapter. Scan this card. The weld tube adapter was another. Let's see here. Yeah, the total order this total order was $126. So the Weld King was $67 for this, and I think if you get it from their website, you might be helped with shipping, and then they have some sales and stuff like that. So, oh shoot, oh wow, no, I think I could have got 25% off, I guess. Oh, wait, did I? I don't know. I already did it. I can always get other lenses too, so I don't plan on it, but I missed out, I guess. Then $50 for this, so for this adapter. But if you go to their website, they also have some pretty good deals, especially if you sign up for emails and stuff like that. All right, so we have this here. I don't like the fact this already looks dirty. Okay, it's not that bad. Not a big deal. And then I can pull up. I guess this connects the battery, the rechargeable battery that's in there. Let's bring up eCam again. All right, so rechargeable battery. So let's just put this back together. All right, got that. It's a clear lens that comes with it. I think we'll be putting that. So what happens if you don't use the clear lens? Oh, oh wow. Okay. So this is what happens if you don't use the clear lens, the clear lenses. Your welding lens will get severely damaged. Check the other side. Scan to get completely free clear lenses. Okay, so we'll use that. But is that this? Okay. Instructions not clear. Stuck my in a blender. All right, cool. So 3 clear lenses. Remove factory knots and leftover fiberglass residue from hood using sandpaper. Make sure the sand the front and inside of the hood viewing box. Clip the adapter through the front. Clip on the adapter through the front of the hood. Flip hood to back and install 1 clear lens for grinding. Very important. Make sure the clear lens is installed between the 2 hooks on clips, as this will keep the adapter in place. You have to hear a click when the clear lens goes inside of these hooks. After clear lens is in place, install original pipeliner hardware. Okay. Flip the hood to the front and install your favorite welding lens, fixed shade or automatic. For a tighter fit, use red gasket for fixed shade, no gasket for automatic lens. Okay, so I don't need the red gasket. Okay, this here requires finesse, which I don't have. So we use a knife. All right, so shows this. But I don't have three clear lenses. It didn't come with three clear lenses. Why the fudge would I have three clear lenses just sitting around? That's BS. Okay, take out the gasket. Put this to the side. Yeah, I don't got no clear lens in here. Oh, let's actually put this all together. That's nice. And put this to put this together. Oh, okay. So we got a clear lens. Oh, so we got okay. We got clear lens on the front and back. Kind of integrated. Let's see if the original that post. Like I get a lot from just pictures in general. They help me a lot when it comes to doing this stuff or doing things in general. Okay, so he has a lens there, and then there's a lens here. Maybe he has maybe he has like three clear lenses. Okay. All right. Okay. We'll just have to work with what we got, or figure it out, I should say. That's what I really want to say. Okay, so okay, so sensitivity high, delay is short, and it goes from shade 5 to set 13. Okay, that's cool. So we have all our settings there. I probably should have taken this out and charged it a little bit earlier, but we have some of our settings there. That's pretty cool. Like in terms of how all that's situated. Uh, there. Cool, so you can see that. I'm gonna pull the battery. So, oh, okay. Oh yeah, working. Wow, this is really cool, and it's clear too. So this is a view through the lens. So that's how it's gonna look. Let's see if I can like test it a little bit. This ain't no art, but it is pretty bright. Yeah, you can see it dim. That's pretty cool. You kind of still see. Another thing is turn off that light. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot better. So turn off my overhead light. I'm trying to like keep it, trying to watch the screen and see what you guys see. So I can see through it, and then it should dim. I guess the overhead light's the best. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can see that dim. All right, cool. Works. I also like the feel of this. It feels like heavy, compact. Like, it's usually synonymous with quality and all this other stuff, but it does feel nice. Um, so let's see here. So this So the lens, so it should clip here, and then I need a clear lens over this. I don't need to sand it down in terms of sanding down this surface. I don't think I need to do that. It is pretty, what's it called? It's flat, smooth, I should say. Um, and I should be able to just use these clips here, lock it in place, go from there. Okay, so I should be able to look through this. So that means the lens will be attached here. So then that means I should read the directions, but I'm just looking at the pictures. I read through them. I don't have multiple lenses, so we're going to put in this protective lens first. So this should protect our new lens. Put that in there. And then in terms of orientation, I believe it's going to be like this. Because then, yeah. Ugh, that's disgusting. Okay. All right, so definitely I'm a man of wet wipes. I have them all throughout the house, every room, different rooms in the house, of course, different drawers, so on and so forth. Let's clean our dirty little mitts. Proceed to clean this a little bit. Oh, don't want this. Kind of want to damp it. Okay. Ugh. I might have made it worse. I don't have. Oh, I have one in my truck. Give me a sec. I can clean that lens with a microfiber cloth. Should be right here. Did I take it out? Oh, I guess I took it out. Okay. Nope. Damn it. I can come back and do that. All right, so I don't have that polishing cloth I use for my glasses, but Ooh, well, this isn't too bad. This isn't good because this is fairly abrasive. Uh, let's put it together and I'll come back after everything's said and done with something for my glasses or that I use to polish my glasses. All right, cool. So that's done. You should be putting it in this way, I believe. Right. And then we have the retention clip. I read through the, as you saw, I did read through the thing. But to be honest, I don't have all those lenses, so I can't follow it to a T. And okay, it ain't like this. Nope. Oh man, this is the hard part, ain't it? This is definitely the hard part. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Cool. That'll do it. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay. That doesn't look the greatest, but it's in there. The lens doesn't look the greatest. Oh my goodness. But I'm not gonna walk to the house to get that glasses cleaner. But this looks good here. And I think that's it, man. So it's not clicking, and that is mainly because I was supposed to have another lens. So I have to order another clear lens, which I didn't know I needed. So I'll get that and come back at another date and get that part done off camera. I think I can use this red spacer thing, actually. See if that'll work for me. I didn't need this sandpaper. Okay. All right. All right, so we have this little gasket here. Oh, that's tighter. It's noticeably tighter. Okay. Our lens is installed. Ooh. Let's flip our welder on, actually. We could test this bad boy. You got a rod around here? There's some metal. Definitely got metal, baby. Put some of our tools away. Clean up our work area. I'll take the drum out later. Do those fine adjustments. Okay. So I need a grinding clear lens. We'll get that ordered. It'll come later on this week. Let's take off these filters here. Okay. So yeah, that's our welding helmet assembled. This is a little bit shaky in here because I need another lens to like fill this gap and make this really tight. I could also probably just like pull these together or clamp these together a little bit to tighten that up. But flips up that way. Um, Honestly, that's not a big deal for me because if I'm gonna grind, I'm gonna flip the other thing up. But I do want to do some research just to make sure I'm not missing out on anything there. But this is how it looks from the other side. The harness is in the way. The harness, which I love so much, is in the way. So that's how it looks on the other side. I put the light away already. So yeah, this is definitely an improvement to the overall helmet, and I do have to get some more protective lenses for this, which makes sense, because this is where all the metal's gonna hit and everything. So you got to protect your lens that way. My Miller, now that I'm looking at it or understanding it more, I understand it now. Now that I understand it, I understand why it has that glass in front of it as that shield. So that's cool. All right. There's a couple more things I want to get for this helmet. As I said, I want to get the rounded. I like an adapter so I can put my rounded things on there. But let's go through this video again. Need sandpaper for the adapter, the original pipeliner hardware. 3 clear lenses. Oh wait, let's switch to full screen. Not needed for what's because I don't have all those bumps. So I don't need that per se because I have the grinding helmet for mine. This is of course the scoop helmet that doesn't have a grinding helmet or grinding piece to it. So there's that part. Yeah, because you see this right here. This is where, of course, my grinding helmet's going to be. Now I have seen these though with the something here, so I do want to get a clear lens for that. I just don't need it. Got that right there. I don't know. I'll think about it. Yeah, see, for the auto lens, I don't need all that, but like I'm using the red gasket for something else. For the auto lens, I only needed the gaskets. Oh wow! So this thing wants a whole nother lens here. Holy shit! How's that gonna fit? Yo, that ain't gonna fit, dude. How is that? How is that even possible? That's gonna fit. I guess this thing is gonna be damn near straight once you put in that other lens. Wow. Okay. Looks like I can get. Oh, I'll use that free. Get a free lens. Free lenses. Clear lenses. instructions are pretty straightforward and clear. Just have to adapt them to my use case. But that looks actually good. All right, so I'm good. Besides having to do, I'm good except for uh, that one piece, not the anime. All right, let's put this bad boy on. Old glasses, right? Yeah. Ugh. This is the problem I have. Okay. That looks great in there. For my beard. I can talk with this on too, so audio's decent enough. Yeah, do it there. Okay. Yeah, so fits around my head, my hair, everything. This has to be adjusted anyways. So yeah, this is it. Looks good there. I like that I can flip it all the way back to here. I only worry about like, hair oils or anything like that getting on the lens. Yeah, it feels better. Getting on the lens. Respirator feels good. I'm able to use this for long periods of time, as well as the grinding mask is great. And now that I have auto dimming, that's really nice. I do have to adjust it. It looks like it's a little bit too dim right now. Okay, that's a lot better. With that overhead light. So this is actually no, this is I ain't gonna adjust nothing. So this is good. Dims really well. The only thing I don't like is my viewport. So have to lean the mask a little bit forward. As I said, underneath here, I can still see daylight. I do not like that. So maybe I can get some circular mask or circular magnets or something to that effect. I can keep that down. If I wanted to, flip this up, flip that down, flip this. We're good there. Let's get some gloves on. You have limited view, but it's nice I can just lift it up, see everything. Probably not the best to do this on wood, but we gonna do it. Alright. And we just want to make sure that it's auto dims. I mean, I've already tested it, but we're just going to test it again, see how well it works. Yeah, it's real nice. Had to burn down the rat a little bit and probably definitely burn the table. But yeah. Anyways, test complete. That looks good. That looks good. Looks cool, blue, which is nice. I'll do some research on some of the other shades
that they have by Ridge Products. They have like a red shade, silver, gives you a blue. In this case with the King, it's gold reflective, but this is, I think these are good for TIG welding. But yeah, so I have to make some adjustments to this mask in terms of, like, I feel it falling down on my nose right now. Don't like that. So I do have all these adjustment points, which is nice. Yeah, so just gotta adjust it. Okay. It is nice. So you can just adjust. I mean, even with the glasses on, still feels comfortable. I really fucked up my table. Still feels comfortable, so take this rod off. Holy, whoa! I really gouged into my table, guys. I'm gonna get all the way. Oh no, I did burn through the metal. Sick bead though, sick bead. Oh goodness, look at this. This is why I need a metal table. I was already planning on resurfacing this, but that ain't going away, because that's too deep. Whew. That's in there. Real nice. That metal's not that thick anyway, so I should have did a different piece. No biggie. Again, $300 Facebook Marketplace find. Not say I care about it less, but at the same time, man, like, great table. I'm not super mad about that, or even mad at myself really. All right, so back to this. Comfortable mask, feels good, flips down real nice. I do have to like kind of crane my head and my neck there to really look at, you know, what I'm doing. Keep it in that viewport. So I have to make sure. That might be a little bit harder. I'm usually used to like having it kind of a little bit down. All these things can be adjusted. Uh-oh. What is this? Yeah, I gotta figure this out. I gotta get those extra lenses or whatever to make this tight. Or put some type of spacer in there, or a thicker gasket. I can fix that. I don't want to glue it on. That would, no, I don't think that'd be good. But I'm liking this. I'm liking this. This is a lot better now with an auto dimming lens. It's usable. It is now usable. All right, that'll conclude this live stream. Take this bad boy off. Also gonna take my glasses.
All right, so one or two more things to buy for this in terms of the lens. Then also have to make adjustments to sensitivity and delay. But I didn't feel like any arc eye or anything else like that. I should take this off now. I don't feel any arc eye or issues with my eyes. Ooh, put this on top. Using that. So this is a success. Definitely a success. I'll make some finer adjustments maybe tomorrow after work to the mask, and then file this thing down and then order. I probably will. Yeah, I'm gonna go inside and then I'll order those parts. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Follow me on TikTok. Appreciate you. Appreciate your time. And also follow me on Twitch. That'll be kind of cool. All right. Appreciate y'all. Peace.